So in this video, I will teach you 8 different poses that is pretty much accessible for any level of practitioner. If you're looking at starting a home practice, then you can look at each part of the sequence and then maybe do different variations depending on your accessibility, the range of movement, and pretty much how you're feeling that day. And you will notice that I would have several props. I have a few blocks and a strap, which you can also use, and make sure they're handy or nearby when we start.
So we start off seated, and then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, pressing the outside edges of the feet towards each other and then down towards the mat. If you feel that you're rounding through the lower back or the knees are too high, sit on a block and then set up the legs again. Okay. And then making sure you feel long from the spine. And then we'll start to fold forward. As you exhale, taking your time as the chest reaches down. And then as we reach our hands forward, we'll add a side bend. Making sure you press the right butt cheek down on the mat or on the block. Inhale back to center. And then exhale towards the opposite side. Then you can do this a few times. See how your back feels. See how your hips feel. Then remember to lengthen the breath. And then slowly making your way back. And then bringing the legs together again, setting the block off to the side. And then from here, we'll extend the left leg, bringing the right foot towards the left inner thigh. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Let your chest face the bent knee. And then let the left hand reach for the shin. Or you can use a strap if you like. And then let your right hand reach up and over. And then you can press your left forearm against the shin. And then maybe bend the right elbow. And then think of that elbow reaching up and out to the side. And then we'll switch sides. Extend the right leg out as you bend the left knee. Okay, left foot pressing against the right inner thigh. As you inhale, reach the arms up. Chest again faces the bent knee. And then we'll add the side bend. As the left hand reaches up and over, maybe for the side, focus on the chest, rolling, and then moving away from the extended leg. Then we'll slowly come back to center again, bringing that leg back in. And then from here, we'll extend the legs forward. You can grab a strap or make sure it's nearby if you'll need it. Inhale, reach the arms up. As you exhale, reaching forward. And you can start off high, holding onto the shins. Or you can use the strap if hamstrings are a little bit tight. And then take your time as you exhale. Maybe grabbing onto the outside edges of the feet as you fold forward. Focusing on the breath. Lengthening the inhale and the exhale. And then from here, we'll come into a tabletop position. Okay. And then doing a few rounds of cat and cow. As you exhale, round through the upper back. Inhale, chest reaches forward. Exhale, chin tucks in towards the chest. And then doing this a few times. Coordinating the breath with the movement. Inhale. And then from here, we'll find floating tabletop. We'll just let the knees hover an inch or two above the mat. Getting used to carrying our body weight. Okay. Activating the belly or our center. Exhale, release. Inhale, float up again, pressing away from the shoulders. Exhale, lower down. And then from here, we'll extend the legs back. We'll find plank. So similar efforts from floating tabletop. Press away from the mat, activating the legs, pressing the thigh bones up, and then exhale, release down. And then we'll come back to plank again. And then you can do this several times. Inhale to plank, let the knees hover to floating tabletop, and then see how you feel as the efforts shift. See if you can keep everything contained. Then you can come to seated first, connect with your breath. And then from here, we'll find tabletop, breathe in. And then as you exhale, we'll find downward facing dog. Reaching the hips up and back. If hamstrings are a bit tight, you can keep the knees slightly bent. And then finding similar efforts of pressing away from the hands. And then inhale, reach the right leg up. We'll step it in between the hands. We'll ground the left heel down. And then as you inhale, you reach the arms forward and up. We'll find warrior one. So you still want your legs active. We'll find traction at the legs. And then exhale, release. We'll find plank, breathe in. Then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Then we'll step it through in between the hands. We'll anchor your right foot down. As you inhale, reaching the arms forward and up. Okay. Grounding through both legs as you traction the legs towards each other. And then finding length. As you inhale, we'll come back to a plank. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. We'll step it through in between the hands. We'll anchor the left heel down. And then this time we'll grab a block. You can use any height. In this case, using the tallest height as you straighten the right leg out. And then we'll roll the chest open, lifting the left arm up. And then see if you can set up the block underneath the right shoulder. And then reaching that left arm up. And then as you exhale, we'll release. We'll step back to a plank, inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Taking it on the other side, stepping the left foot forward, anchor the right foot down, grab the block again, press away from that left hand as you inhale, and then exhale, roll the chest open, lifting the right arm up. So efforts at the legs is finding traction or sliding the legs towards each other, and then see if you can lengthen your left side. Then when you're ready to release, we'll step back to a plank again, inhale, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Coming back to the breath, breathing in and out of the nose, and then from here, we'll bring the knees down. And then we'll lower down the forehead either on the mat or you can use a block, and then finding child's pose.
So I hope you were able to follow the sequence. Know that you can always pause the video and maybe redo the sequence again, or if there's any particular pose that was good for you, then you can always hold that shape or that pose for several breaths. I would like to thank you for watching. This is Ever Yoga by Jo and Daya, sharing everyday yoga for everybody.